Hi guys, thanks for joining me today on my channel. I was getting ready to take off my makeup and do my skincare, and I have a couple new masks that I wanted to share with you that I picked up at Target, and I thought why not bring you guys along to undo all this. So I have a full face of makeup, but it's pretty much worn off from the day. So first thing I like to do is take off the initial bit of makeup with makeup wipes. I'm going to take my one cloth and I'm going to carefully not try to pull or tug, and I'm just going to kind of wipe my face and get off the initial layer. And I very lightly go across my eyes. Sometimes I use a cleansing oil, but today I was just going to do it this way. So that's taking off most of the makeup that I can visually see. So now I like to go in with my cleanse, and I'm going to do my Clarisonic, and I'm going to use my Glow Recipe Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser. And it's a very gelled, bouncy, which is what it says. I think, let me see if I could show you. You can see how it's got quite a texture to it. Because I just want to show you, look at how much of is discolored. That shows you that you still have product on for the people that maybe only think the makeup wipe does it. Not very good. But anyhow, so normally I would go wash my face in the sink, but I just have a nice microfiber cloth here that I'm going to use. Yeah, see, look at how much that. So yeah, you want to make sure you don't just use the facial makeup wipe. By the way, this is a clean cloth, but it's got these stains from makeup that I need to bleach them out. I did it through the regular wash. Okay, so now I like to go in and use my micellar water on a cotton round, and I just like to go one time over just to make sure I have everything off. I like to do it around my eyes, especially because I didn't put the Clarisonic, of course, on my eye. Okay, now that my face is completely cleansed and feels very good, and it does not feel stripped at all. That's one thing you want to watch out for, because I have very dry skin, so it definitely has some plumpness to it. So now what I like to do is I like to go in with, if I'm going to mask, I like to mask. I wanted to show you guys, I was at my Target and they've totally revamped my Target. And I'm telling you, the makeup section at my Target is modeled very much after like a Sephora. I'm not kidding you. If you have a Target near you and they've recently remodeled, go check it out, because it is done very well. The lighting and the way they have their product placement, it looks really, really nice. So I picked up 3 masks. Now when I get sheet mask, I'm always looking for ones that are hydrating. So I saw this one from Neutrogena. This is a Neutrogena Hydro Boost mask. It's a hydrogel mask, and that's what I'll actually be using today. But then I wanted to show you these ones, so it looked really interesting. This is called Slice Mask Sheet in Watermelon. This is a Korean brand, and I saw that they actually sell this one even at like Neiman Marcus. So, and they come in these slices, and you put these slices in places that you want them to be. Isn't that kind of cool? So I got that one. And then this one is from another Korean brand, and this is a pure milk mask for hydration. And it has milk proteins and milk extracts. So those were kind of fun, but I'm going to go ahead and put on my clean face, I'm going to go ahead and put on the Neutrogena one. So let's try this one out. I've not tried a Neutrogena mask yet. And hydrogel masks are my favorite because they stay on so well. Okay, it's a two-piece. Oh, smells really good. Okay, so it's a two-piece. Okay, this is the bottom. And I like to just rub it on, make sure I have good contact with that initial amount of serum. Okay, and then I like to take what I have left over in here. Let's see how much we have in here. Oh, a lot. And I like to pat it on over. And then I like to, wow, I feel like I'm bathing it. And then I like to rub it down onto my décolleté and my neck. And then what I have left, I like to rub onto my elbows and my hands. Don't ever, oh my God, there's so much of this. I'm like spilling it everywhere. Don't ever waste any of that because like it's good stuff. All right, so now I'm gonna let this sit for probably about 10-15 minutes. The key with mask is you want to take it off before it actually dries completely up, and that's because then it will start working against you with soaking the moisture. So you want to make sure you have it nice and moisturized and let it do its thing, but you don't want to leave the mask on there if it gets too dry. So I'm going to go ahead and come back to you when it's time to take this off, and then we'll continue. So I'll see you soon. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes and I can definitely feel that it's gotten pretty dry. So I want to make sure I take it off. And so the two pieces I now throw out, obviously. And then I just like to take it. Oh, my skin feels really good. So this was really nice so far. I really like it. And feel like it's really moisturized. So we're going to continue that. I like to really spend the time hydrating because my skin just sucks it all in. So what I like to do now is use a little bit of my essence. This is the one I'm using and I'm almost out of it. I have to order some more. This is the Whamisa Organic Flowers Toner. And not only does it smell delicious, it's absolutely wonderful. So I like to do a couple layers of this. They use this, I watched a lot of the girls on Glow Recipe. I'll leave their link in the description box. They use it a lot for the 7 skin method, which I'll leave a video on that as well, where they take just a small amount, pat it, and do that repeatedly 7 times, and it really pumps up the moisture. I'm not going to do it 7 because I feel like I already jump-started that with the mask, but I'm going to probably do it about 3. So I'm going to show you how this is. It's the consistency is really nice. So I'm going to rub that in, and then I'm just going to press it. And as you do this, each layer, it gets more and more supple. So now I'm going in with number 2. And now I move on, and now I've been loving the Cacay Oil. Now, first it was the argan oil, and then we moved on to marula oil, and then we moved on to, or at least me, rosehip oil, and now it's Cacay Oil, and I hope I'm saying that right. This comes from a nut in the Amazon, and this, from what I've read, is way more potent than the rosehip oil and the argan oil and the marula oil. So I got mine on Amazon. I'll leave the link below. So I just take a couple drops, it's just a liquid, and I put this on my face. And because I have all that moisture, it will sink in really well. Okay, now I got my oil on. And now I like to put on some moisturizer to keep that all on. Right now I'm finishing up the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I hardly have any left, so we're finishing up this. And I like to dot that. And my eye cream is, I'm using right now the It Bye Bye Under Eye. Now I have everything done, and now I like to go brush my teeth, which I'm going to do after I turn off this video, and then I finish off with a lip mask before bed, and this is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, and I just use a little bit of that. Smells like bubblegum, and I'd be all ready for bed. So that's my nighttime routine. That's me using one of my new sheet masks and getting all undone from the day. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I have some links in the description box. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Good night.